Hanna, Amal, switch on the video. Okay, Hanna, which is the last topic we discussed? Hanna? It's not clear, Hanna. Little more louder. Hanna? Vidur, which one is the last topic? We are creating a series with
accessing data.
Oh, accessing data using index value, isn't it? How we can access a value from series? We can access a single value, at the same time we can access more than one value. How we can access? Amal, give one example for single value accessing.
Print S1 and the square bracket,
within square bracket write the index name. Okay, write the index name. Okay, so for accessing single value from a list, from a series, we have to use index value. Write the correct index value within square bracket. So S1 of within square bracket, write the index value. If the index values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have to write S1 within square bracket, write 2. Then the value with respect to index 2 is displayed there. Okay. If you want to display more than one value, what we will do? We are using two square brackets. First square bracket is for representing series, and second is for representing a list, that is representing a set of indexes. Okay. If we want to display more than one index, or if we want to display more than one value, we have to use more than one index. Okay. For that we are using two square brackets. Okay, one square bracket is for expressing the index value, and the remaining one is for the normal S1 representation. Is it clear, Amal? Okay, we can move to the next topic. Grishma? Okay, Anthony, what happened to the previous class? Are you present? Yes. Okay. Then so that is the topic based on accessing. So this is the accessing method. For accessing a single element, we have to use a single square bracket, S1 within bracket, print S1 within square bracket, write the index. If more than one value we want to display, then use another square bracket, and within that square bracket, within that inner square bracket, you have to write the indexes. More than one indices are there, then you can write the indices here, A, C, D, anyone. Okay. This is the way of accessing multiple values. This is for single value accessing method. This is for multiple value accessing. Is it clear? We can move to the next topic. So in accessing method, this is the common way of accessing. This is print S1 of D, print S1 of A, C. In Python pandas, we are using two built-in functions for accessing the value. Two built-in function. The first one is iloc and the second one is loc. Okay, write the heading. iloc and loc indexing functions. iloc and loc indexing function. iloc, here it is iloc and use one square bracket. Loc also, this is small letter L. It's not capital letter, it is small letter L. LOC within square bracket. Okay, so for normal accessing we can use either this two built-in function or we can use just like S1 of index value. Okay, if you are using index value, we have to write the correct index value. Within that S1, within the square bracket, write the correct index value. Here we are using two built-in function. iloc is a function for accessing and loc is another function for accessing. Okay, then the definition of iloc is it is used for indexing or selecting based on position. iloc is used for indexing or selecting based on position. The syntax of iloc is series.iloc within square bracket, first write the row number range, comma, column number range. First series.iloc within square bracket, first we have to write the row number range and write the column number range. And write this also. Loc is used for indexing or selecting based on name. Indexing or selecting, here indexing and selecting based on name, here it is based on position, that is the difference. iloc is used for indexing or selecting based on position is done using iloc. If it is based on or accessing based on indexing based on name, it is known as loc. That is the difference. iloc is based on position, loc is based on name. The syntax is almost same. Okay. Is it completed, Hannah? Evelyn completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, here it is iloc. iloc within square bracket. Okay, iloc is a built-in function. What is the use, Meghna?
It's to select or index based on
It is used to access a value from a series based on position. Okay, position means index. So, write a question. Create a series. Create a series using data values. Data values, it is 11, 12, 13 and 14. And the index values are, it is A, B, C and D. First you create a series based on this value. Data values are 11, 12, 13 and 14 and index values are A, B, C, D. After that we can use this iloc in that program. Ashish, switch on the video. Ashish, switch on the video. Okay. Read the first statement, Ashish. It's not clear, Ashish. Amal, read the statement. For normal series creation, what is the first statement?
Import pandas as PD.
Yes, correct. Import pandas as PD. Then, what is the next statement, Basil? You just now join. Okay. Lydia? Then, read the next statement. S1 is equal to PD dot. Anyway, you can create that series. Which are the data values, Lydia? Which are the data values? Lydia?
Ma'am, I didn't write there. My net chain.
Okay. Then Raina? What is statement here? You just read the data value. Which are the data values? 11, 12, 13.
11, 12, 30 and 40.
40. Okay. Then what about the index value?
A, B, C.
How we can write that index value? Index is equal to, then what next, Raina? Index is equal to
bracket.
within square bracket, right? How many times we are discussing about this series creation? B, C, D is there. D. Is it okay? Is it clear, Hannah? I am creating a series with index value A, B, C, D and data value 11, 12, 13 and 14. So our output is A, B, C, D and 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the output. Here we are storing the D type. The D type it is int64 because we are using integer value here. Okay. So this is the index value and this is the data value. We are talking about iloc. iloc is for accessing the values from a series, or we can access values from a series using position or using index value we can access. Okay, using index value we can access the values using this iloc built-in function. For that we have to write iloc. Here two syntaxes are there. The first one is row range, and the second one is column range. In our program column range is not needed because we are using only one column, one data value column is used here, so there is no need of column range. Okay, we are just using this row range. Okay. In complex series creation we are including here roll number, then another series for a name, another series for class. Just like a table we can create a series. Okay, at that time for accessing the value we need this column range. Okay, if we are creating a series with more than one column, one column is there, another column is there, then 2 more, 3 more columns are there, just like a table. We have to use this column range also for accessing the value. But here we are using a simple series with only one column. Okay, that's why we are using just row range. Is it clear? Our syntax is ilog within square bracket row range comma column range. This is our syntax. But here we are using only row range because we are only using a single column. Different rows are there, but only one column is used. That's why we are using ilog only row range. What is range? Row range. Anyone? Vidur, what is row range? Row range.
Up to which the rows are there.
Yes, yes. Starting value to stop value. We are giving a range of value. That is row range. That is, this is the starting value and this is the stop value. Okay, this is the range, row range. So ilog within square bracket write the range. That is, first I write 1, then column 4. Means 1 is the start row and 4 is the stop row. Then in ilog this stop value is not included, just like our range function. Okay, just like our range function, the stop value is not included, means 4 is excluded. 1, 2 and 3 is accessing, 4 is not accessing. Okay, is it clear? This stop value is excluded, is not including this stop value. One more row is there. Just write like this. If our output is just like this. Okay, ilog 1 colon 4 means 1 is, this is the row range. I am giving the row range here. The first value is the start value and the last value is the stop value. In ilog the stop value is not included, stop value is excluded, means fourth position value is not displayed as output. Okay, fourth index value is not displayed in the output. Meenakshi, switch on the video. Ashish, switch on the video. Okay, so 4 is excluded. So what is the output of this ilog 1 colon 4? If I write like this, print ilog 1 colon 4 means 1 is the index value. ilog is for accessing using position value. Position value means index value. So 1 is the index value. What is the actual index value of 1? Here we are using index value. This is the index value. This is the data value. Okay. So here A, B, C, D, E are the index value names. These are the names we are giving for index values. Okay. These are names. A, B, C, D, E are the names of indexes. Okay. But here we are using the original position. What is the original position value of an array? If we are considering this as a single dimensional array, then what is the position value of this array? Anyone? Why you are not responding? You can't follow my teaching? That's why. What is the problem? Donna, what is the default index value or position value for a single dimensional array?
0, 1.
Yes, correct. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the position value of any single dimensional array. Normal position value. For this position value, we are giving some names. Just like January, February, March, or just like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or just like A, B, C, D. We are giving some names for this normal position value. Is it clear? So these are the index names. and the default position value of this index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. If you are not giving the name, it will display like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here we are using ilog 1:4 means this is the position value, not the name. Position value. So what is 1? Ashish, what is 1? Here what is 1? Ashish? Grishma, what is 1 here? What is 1 here? Yes, it's B. Okay. 1 represents this row, first row. I am using 1 here. Okay. I am using 1 here means the first row. Starting from first row, stop row, it is 4. So this is the first row. So the result is B12. Then second row C13. Then last row 4 is not including. So last row it is 3. 3 is D. D14. This is the output. If you are using ilog 1:4 means this is the row range. This is the position value. Means starting from first row till fourth row. Fourth row is not included. 1 to 3 rows are included here. So what about the first row? The first row it is B12. What about the second row? It is C13. Then last row it is D14. But fourth row it is not included because it is ilog. If it is log, then the fourth one is also included. Is it clear, Amal? Muhammad, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we are using ilog function. Ilog function is for accessing the value based on position. Accessing the index and data value using position. Here we are giving number. The default position value is 0 to till the number. Okay, number minus 1. So here we are using numbers. Muhammad, what is the output of this one? Print ilog 0:2. Muhammad, please respond. If you don't know, say the, if you don't know. Muhammad, are you there? No. Meghna, what is the answer? Print ilog 0:2.
11, 12, 13.
We have to display that index value also. Okay. The output is just like that. It include index value, data value and D type also. Okay. The output is just like that. Okay. Then 0 it is A11. Then B1 it is B12. C is included? Meghna? No, C is not included because our last value is 2. Second row is not included because our stop value is 2. If our stop value is 2 means second row is not included. Second row means 0, 1, 2. This is the second row, not this one. Okay, we are our counting is starting from 0. So 0 to 2. 0 and 1 is there, 2 is not included in the output. Is it clear? Hanna, is it clear? Okay. Muhammad, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, then what will be the output of 2:4? What is the output, Muhammad?
C13,
C13. Only C13.
D14,
Then any more rows?
no,
Correct. The answer is correct. So here 2 and 4. 2 is the starting row, means the starting row it is C13. Then what about the next row? C13 is there, D14 is there. The last row it is 4. The fourth row we are not including because fourth one is the stop value. Okay. Then next it is lock. What is lock? Elvina, read the definition of lock.
It is used for indexing or selecting based on name.
It is used for indexing or selecting based on name. iLock is for indexing or selecting based on position. So we are giving numbers there. In the case of lock, it is based on name. What is the meaning of name? This A, B, C, D, E. These are the names of index values. Okay. These are the names. These are the position value. Here this is the name. So we are accessing a series value based on this name. Then how we write the statement? Lock within bracket. I want to write B colon D. This is the lock example. But if you are using lock, this last stop value is not excluding, it is included. In the case of iLock, stop value is excluded, it is not included. Stop value is not included in iLock. But in the case of lock, the stop value is also included. That is the difference, first difference. In lock, we are including the stop value. Stop value is also included in lock. But in the case of iLock, the stop value is not included. Okay. Amal, what is the output of lock? B colon D. Same as that of iLock. Instead of 1, 2, 3, we are representing the names. Here we are representing name. B throw to D throw. What is B throw? It is B12. Then after B it is C13. After C it is D14. D is also included in the case of lock. Okay. Is it clear, Donna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is lock. So the main difference between iLock and lock is, in iLock we are using position value, in lock we are using names B, D, A, E. These are the names, index names. So we are using names here. And the another difference is, in iLock the stop value is excluded, that is it is not included in the output. But in the case of lock, this last value, that is stop value, is also included. So that's why we are writing D here. Okay. If it is iLock, we cannot write this row D14. Okay. Because this is the last row, stop row. Stop row is not included in the case of ilog, but in the case of log we are including the last stop row also. That's why we are writing D14. Is it clear, Raina? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hanna? What is the output of log D colon E? Hanna? Hanna? Little more louder. What is the output, Hanna? If it is DE, Lydia?
D14 and E15.
It is D is the first row, that is D14. Then next row, last row, it is E. E is included, so it is E15. And the D type it is, you have tried the D type also. Okay, it is 64. Integer values are used as data value, so the type it is int 64. Is it clear, Hanna? Ashish? What is the difference between ilog and log? Ashish? Unmute and say. When I am asking question, some network problem. That is the problem. Anyone? What is the difference between log and ilog? Muhammad Irfan?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between log and ilog?
ilog is used for selecting
Based on?
position.
Yes, correct. Then log is used for selecting.
Based on name.
Yes, correct. Then Raina, what is the second point? Second difference.
They're based on specific columns
Based on specific column.
or like rows. Mentioned.
One more important point based on ilog and log. Donna?
In ilog, stop value is excluded.
In ilog, stop value is excluded. In log,
There will be stop value.
okay. In ilog, stop value is excluded. In log, we are including the stop value. That is the difference. Is it clear, Raina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then our next topic, creating a series from scalar or constant values. Creating a series with scalar or constant value. Before that, I will just take the intent. So we are discussing about creating a series from scalar or which time? No, just write the question. I will explain the next class. Okay. Create a series using constant value 5. Index values are A, B, C, D, E. Here I am giving only one value. But how many index values are there? Hanna, how many index values are there? Here 5 index values are there. Okay, that is 0 to 4. 0 to 4 means 5 index values are there, but only one data value. That is creating a series with scalar or constant value. Here we are using only one data value. The question is create a series using a single value 55, but the index values are 5 index values are there, but only one value 55. Then how we can create a series? That is the question. For that, the first statement, it is import pandas as PD. Then second, we have to create a series using PD dot series. Within square bracket, write the data value. What is the data value? Data value here it is. No, so square bracket is the, okay, 55 comma. Which are the index values? Index values A, B, isn't it? A, B, C, D, E and D. E is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so E. Then one close bracket also is there. Okay. Close the square bracket and after close this open bracket also. Okay. So this is the statement for creating a series using constant value. That is S1 is equal to PD dot series 55 comma 55 is the scalar or constant value. We are giving that value here, but we have 5 indices. So index is equal to, within square bracket, write the values A, B, C, D, E. Then our output is, index values are A, B, C, D, E. Then what about the data value? Only one value is there. Then the output is 55, 55, 55. This is series creation using scalar or constant value. Series creation using scalar or constant value means we are giving only one value as data value, but here we are using 5 index values. A, B, C, D, E, 5 index values are there, but only one data value. So we write like this: S1 is equal to PD dot series, write the constant value here, or write the scalar value here. I will write 55 here, comma, index is equal to, within square bracket, write the index values, that is A, B, C, D, E. The output is A, B, C, D, E. All the data values are same because we are using scalar value 55 here. Is it clear? Okay, write the statement: S1 is equal to PD dot series 55 comma, index is equal to, within square bracket, write A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let's wind up the session. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.